Hello, Ron and Marcia. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. No need to guess as to where we were when we did this. Pretty obvious, obviously. There's that access point, the clean out cap on that floor cap. We drop down in through ABS plastic right into cast iron. We stay cast iron, or what looks or appears to be cast iron, all the way out through the entire run. It's nice that I'm assuming it is cast iron, just looking at the patina on it, looking at the joints, the connections, a little bit of scaling on it, very, very minor. Typically, if you have a plastic pipe, you're not going to get any buildup or anything that covers the look and feel of the pipe, especially the color of the pipe. White for PVC, black for ABS, green for SDR. Typically, this is the color of cast iron. It could be the color of clay, but it does not have any of the telltale characteristics. And knowing the age of the property, it's likely not. Just looking at that joint right there, that is very indicative of a cast iron joint. So good. Very long shelf life for this material. Very little chance that you're going to have any root growth in the connection points. It does happen from time to time, but it's not common at all. What does happen over time, because it's a metal pipe and you've got water running through it, high humidity situation, you will get some corrosion, scaling in there. The more that it scales, the more buildup you'll tend to get at the bottom of the pipe, right? So cooking fats, cooking grease, natural materials, things like that. I've stopped moving forward because I wanted to turn some water on, because the lens is a little bit on the foggy side. It'll take a minute or so for me to get the water down the pipe and to rinse things off. So kind of hang in there with me. The back and forth action that you see is not me having convulsions or anything like that. It's me just trying to get a feel for water being in the pipe, and two, to try to splash water on the lens of the camera. The other thing that I found to be interesting was the house is situated in a cul-de-sac, and typically in a cul-de-sac, the sewer line goes in 17 different directions, right? There's all kinds of twists and turns as you route around all of the other mechanicals in the neighborhood. This one, for the most part, with the exception of one or two areas, is pretty much a straight shot. There's not a lot of deviation. I mean, you're moving pretty much straight forward. Now that might have to do with the position of the house, right, being kind of at the top of the circle, if you want to call it that way. You're closest to the main street, so maybe that's the reason why you only have a neighbor on your left-hand side and nothing on your right. Starting to get a little bit of water flow through. I'll end up going, there you go, I flushed the toilet as well. And that'll get us, for the most part, through the rest. The other big positive is I was putting a lot of water through the pipe. You'll notice how quickly it dissipates. That really kind of speaks to the quality of the drainage in the pipe. So functional flow and functional drainage is good. As we get further along in the pipe, and you'll see as we get over 100 feet, you'll see that there's a little bit more buildup. That does kind of make sense. If it is like a cooking grease or a bacon fat, the further out it goes, the more it cools and congeals, goes from a semi-liquid to a solid. So yeah, it's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a coating at the bottom By the look of it, maybe 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch. Recommendation-wise, what I'll probably say in the written report is that you likely just want to have the pipe cleaned sometime within the next 12 to 24 months. We're holding a little bit of water here, and again, that could just be because of the buildup. The other benefit to you cleaning the pipe is then you've got kind of a baseline. You know that, hey, on this date we cleaned the pipe. My guess is that you would be good probably for another 5 to 7 years, without having to come back and look at it and do any kind of cleaning. Maybe even longer than that. But just because you don't know the history of the pipe, it wouldn't be a bad idea to come back after 5 years and revisit the pipe and see what it looks like. Here we are, right at about 135 feet. That is the municipal connection right there. So all in all, a good run. No defects. I didn't see any damage or cracks or anything. I went over this video probably 2 or 3 times before voicing over on it. So everything looks good. Please read through the written reports and let me know if you have any questions or if you need any help with anything. I'm always happy to be a resource.